Welcome back to Grindworks. Today we are going to be talking about the best Leverlock knives on the Grindworks website. I am in love with this knife. The quality is just top notch. But at the end of the day, if I got to pick a favorite, it's still this guy. How's it going, guys? This is Holly. Welcome back to Grindworks, where today we are going to be talking about the best Leverlock knives on the Grindworks website. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video. So let's get into this review. So first of all, for those of you who aren't familiar, a Leverlock knife is an Italian style knife that uses a lever system to activate the spring for the automatic action instead of a button. So you just pull the lever down, push, and the blade comes firing out. This first knife here is the AGA Campolin Darkhorn Leverlock. Check the site for current pricing, but this one comes in right now at $158.99. It has beautiful Darkhorn scales on the handle, which feel really nice. I really love the look and the texture of these, the variation of the color, but it has great action. You saw how quickly that came out. Good lockup, not really moving. The lever is just a tad loose. It doesn't stay in that locked position as well as I'd like. But it's kind of a minor detail. Beautiful Damascus blade with this swedge, which is a false edge. It's not actually sharpened. The edges on the back side of the blade here are a little hard, a little sharp. For instance, when it's closed, that little corner there is a bit sharp. If that caught on something, that probably wouldn't feel too good. But overall, this is just a really attractive knife. It's got that old world, really authentic Italian charisma to it that I really like, with the brass bolsters, the brass liners, the pins, and everything. So this is an awesome choice if you really like the traditional Italians. Next, let's look at an SKM 9.5-inch acrylic Leverlock. This one comes in at $76.99. It's got the same design, same look, same feel. These acrylic scales even, have the same feel as the horn. They're really smooth. And I kind of like that they give it a, more contemporary look. And overall, I really like the clean lines that this knife has, and like this really smooth transition to the swedge there. Really smoothed out. The lever here is not quite as loose, so that's great. It has good action despite the size. Maybe not quite as snappy as the last one, but it still comes out pretty fast. Lockup's good. Let's check out another one from SKM. This one is 8 inches, the fancy Leverlock. You're gonna see in a minute why it's called that. This one is $89.99. And this one so far, this one's all about the detail, man. I mean, look at that beautiful scroll engraving on the blade there. It's got this really warm, comfortable wood on the handle that I just think is absolutely beautiful. Somebody mentioned before in a comment, I'll have to pull it up for you guys, that they didn't really like the way some of these knives have kind of hard, just the transitions, like between the scales and the bolsters are a little rough. It's kind of hard to see on these ones because these ones really are, have great fit and finish. You can kind of see it there, how the scale kind of stands up a bit from the lower bolster there. This one, still has that down on this end, so it still kind of fits that old authentic Italian style, but up here, they took the time to kind of grind that down and smooth that out, which I think is awesome. And this one has the best action yet. Just pops right out there. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the AKC 6-inch mini classic Leverlock. This one runs $79.99, and I am in love with this knife. First of all, it's got the perfect size. I've got smaller hands. I don't really enjoy bigger knives like this one. So this is the perfect size for me, and the quality is just top notch. The lever is much tighter, like it really sits snug there. The spring really holds it in tight. So it is tighter, but it's not stiff. Still moves great. Watch this action, you guys. Bam. super speedy, tight lockup. It's great. I also really like that they added a lanyard hole, and the lanyard hole is lined. You know, it's got a brass tube going through there, so your paracord or whatever you thread through there isn't going to get cut up by this stag. This is genuine stag on the handles, by the way. The edges are all smoothed out, the edges on the blade that I was talking about. So there's no hard edges there at all. Look at it when it's closed here. See how they kind of rounded those corners out? So that's not uncomfortable at all. It just feels really nice. This is going to be too small for a lot of you dudes out there, but man, I love this knife. And it comes in some other varieties as far as the handle materials. We've got some cocobolo wood, I believe, and there might be some other ones showing up pretty soon here. Not on the site just yet, but keep an eye out. It's coming. Wink, wink. Okay, guys, despite how much I like this one, I gotta tell you, the best lever lock on this table is the AGA Campolin Zero. Now, this is the priciest one, $169.99, but I'm not kidding you. I have no problem saying that this is the best one on the table. I mean, first of all, it's got this awesome spin on a stiletto with this, you know, swivel-shaped bolster. It's also got these G10 handle scales and a deep carry pocket clip. So it just unites the modern materials with an old design, and makes it clear that this is a user. You're going to use this knife. You know, you got a clip to carry it. The G10 gives it really great grip, and this is the coolest thing here. So it has this reverse lever lock mechanism. I mean, you know, notice that the rest of these, when they're in the locked position, the lever is up. But on this one, it's down, and clearly, you know, it's a different shape, it's thinner. It's much more ergonomic. To me, it's much more natural to stick my thumb under here and push up this way than it is to kind of reach up and pull down to open the blade. And get this, guys. Check out this action. Boom. Did you hear that? Like, just listen to the way that sounds when it opens. Solid. And then you can lock that lever back down and it's out of the way, you know, almost completely flush with the handle. So it's really comfortable. Like, this swivel gives you a good place to kind of choke up on the blade there. And my hand's a little small, so reaching over this side is a little tricky, but it actually feels really nice. It feels very secure. Doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. Again, a nice smooth transition into the swedge there. And the blade is N690, Bowler N690 steel. That's a nice steel. Most other Italians you see are not going to be featuring higher end steels like that. So good steel, stone washed. Look at the beautiful stone wash on the bolsters and on the blade. This is just a great knife. I can't say enough about it. Take a look at that pocket clip. I tried it on my jeans. It's pretty stiff, but you have no problem getting it on, and it holds it pretty well. So I'm really happy with this. I think there are some other colors as well. You have to jump on the site and take a look at what else we have, but I'm kind of digging the orange, to be honest. I really like it. And the action is not just fast, but it's smooth, man. You know, going to close it, it has kind of that walk and talk feel that you get from a slip joint, but real smooth, real smooth. Oh, and it's got Torx screws. Look at that. You know, where all the other ones have pins. This one you could disassemble and clean or do whatever you need to. So this really is intended for somebody who wants something with a super unique, you know, and classic look. Not something you're gonna see in the average EDC. But dude, you could do some major work with this knife. It's awesome. But at the end of the day, if I gotta pick a favorite, it's still this guy. As much as I love this one, it's just a bit big for my hands. You probably saw I struggle a little bit there to, you know, close it and stuff, because I don't have the big hands that most of you guys do. So this is the winner for me. But I want to hear from you. You tell me, which one of these would you carry? And ask me a question. You know, I really want to talk to you guys and get a feel for what you think, get some ideas for some other videos we could make in the future. So ask me a question. Let's chat it up. Give the video a like, remember to subscribe and hit that little notification bell. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time, guys.